everybody, welcome back to the channel. Metal Marty back with another video. As you can tell by the thumbnail, this time we're going to talk some demo tapes, some Irish metal demo tapes. So this video came about because my good friend Gary from Cryptic Blood, well, our good friend Gary from Cryptic Blood, he sent me a package, sent me a VCLT, I sent him a few records and he sent me a load of stuff back. So he sent me a load of, a bunch of demo tapes of Irish bands, some from the Republic and some from Northern Ireland. He also sent me a few vinyls and other stuff, but I will show them in collection updates. But this is all about the demo tapes that he sent me and CDs. He sent me a couple of demo CDs as well. So I sort of split it in half because I wanted to keep it short. It's all new bands to me. I've never heard of these actually. You probably haven't heard the most of them as well. The whole idea was behind this was just to show these tapes off. Somebody on the VC might have heard of these bands, might know someone that was in these bands. A lot of them around the start of the 90s. I don't know why my hands are going here, but my hands are going. But yeah, so it's just a cool way to feature it. Gary's copied these demos. There's no copyright infringements on them because these bands were... they're just like the old tape trading day. They weren't signed bands and they didn't go anywhere and that sort of thing. But so hopefully somebody might recognize one of the names of the bands. And just mention it to someone or share the video to someone that's maybe was in the band or was familiar with the band or whatever. Like, you know, I love all this old school stuff. This is just my kind of thing. I love old demo tapes. They might sound raw and shitty, but it's a bit of history of metal, these old tapes, and people went to the bother of making them. Maybe they didn't make it in this band, maybe they made it in other bands, I don't know. So what I have for you is one CD here. Now, it's not Irish, it's a UK death metal band we're listening to at the moment. This album was unreleased, and I think it's absolutely quality. If someone picked this up and released it today, I'd buy it straight away. Absolutely, just proper old school death metal with brilliant vocals, great riffs, and it's just a banger of a CD. And I'm going to show you 3 tapes. So, yeah, Gary did send me a little bit of info on the bands. I was trying to look them up online. Some of them aren't on Discogs, some of them aren't available, not a lot of information. But yeah, I'll just try to tell you what we have, information I have, and maybe the names of some of the members of the bands in some cases, and so maybe you might recognize the name. But this is all about the underground, but old school stuff. This is just quality stuff for someone my age. I've been listening to stuff since like the 80s, early 80s, mid 80s, whatever. So yeah, this is my kind of thing. I love this old school stuff. So let's make this short. I want to do another video or two in this kind of series of the stuff Gary sent me. So let's just break it down. Let's just show you first the CD first. So the band in question. Now this band name has been around a lot. There's a lot of bands probably with this title of a name. I looked it up on the Metallium Encyclopedia and there was loads of this band. So this band is called Monolith and these are a UK band. You might see me looking down at notes or Gary's notes because, as I say, this is old school stuff and I don't know a lot of this stuff or all of this stuff. So this is, where's Gary's note on this? This is a old school unreleased death metal album from back in the day. Very few recordings of this exist, going by Gary, and Gary knows his stuff if you know Gary from Cryptic Blood, putting out some great stuff. So this is the band Monolith. So that is the cover there. Now, I don't know how well it's going to pick it up. Oh, just in case you're wondering, the video's in black and white. I decided to go black and white just because it's old school and the underground and something different just for the fun. So it's not your TV, don't worry about that. So that's the back of the CD there. So this album is called Tales of the Macabre, 1993. This band was around apparently from about 1990 to 1993. This is, I think, it's the only release they put out. So this was out on Nostalgic Productions. There is a little bit of a write-up about the band there. I have to say, I didn't read it. I started reading it and it just was hurting my eyes. The writing's so small. But this is quality, early 90s death metal. I love this. I can't turn it up because there's no remote for that cassette player thing that I have. But if Gary did say on this, I can do more copies if someone really wants a tape or that. So maybe get on to Gary. I know a lot of you know Gary. I know him well. So, Tales of the Macabre by Monolith. Now let's see, these guys are from Derbyshire and Yorkshire apparently. The band names, there were Nick Matthews, Colin Box, Nick Barker, that name sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Carol Brown and Mark Madison. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that in. Gary threw it in, so I just thought I'd throw it in. I know I've mentioned Irish metal in the thumbnail, but This is quality, nostalgic productions. If this was re-released now on vinyl or something, there is a little drop out of the sound here and there, but Gary said that it was nothing to do with the CD or the recording he did. That's just the way it is. But yeah, does anybody know Monolith Tales of the Macabre? It's bloody excellent. This is my third time to listen to the CD now in the background there, and it's just actually excellent. Really like that. My kind of old school death metal. So that's the CD, right? We've got three tapes. This won't take long. But yeah, thanks to all the new subscribers and everybody who's still with me. So yeah, okay. The first cassette. So I just picked them out randomly from the bunch. And the first one I picked up was by a Northern Ireland band, by a band from Derry. This band's from Derry, Asylum Road. But yeah, I picked up this one first. This is from 1993. So this is by a band called Skin Grip, The Dark Side of Paradise. So what you got here is, I did write notes. Skin Grip, this is old school death metal. And believe me, this is really good. Skin Grip, there's an intro on this. I'll show you the cassette, I'll take it out. So Gary has done a really good kind of job on these, kind of recreating the original demos. It's on an old blank tape, if you will. But yeah, let me show you the cover and what came inside. Excuse me. So as I said, 1993 death metal from Derry in Northern Ireland. This is pretty cool. So this is a classic looking demo J-card, isn't it? Printed. So you got the band name there. I'll tell you who the band is in a second, and there's even lyrics of this. But yeah, so this is The Dark Side of Paradise. It starts off with a kind of an operatic intro, and it's fantastic. It just really suits death metal, and it just kicks into the first song after that, which is called Exposed Veins. Classic old school death metal. These guys are really good. This is a great quality demo as well. Really enjoyed this one. No thanks to the people who won't give different or extreme music a chance. Stay brutal. Right on, guys. This also includes a cover of Supposed to Rot by In Tune, which do a great job on it. So it's the same on both sides of the cassette. But yeah, from Derry in Northern Ireland, Skin Grip, really good. Came with a little piece of paper with it, obviously, with an updated band lineup. How cool is that? There seems to be just an extra vocalist added in, Stephen McGonigal, shouting, singing vocals. Well, it's very good. So yeah, this band was from Derry. Does anybody recognise these names from the Derry area? Warren Stannett on vocals, Eamon McGeehan rhythm guitar, Fergal O'Sullivan bass guitar, Tony O'Doherty lead guitar, and what could be his brother Ray Doherty on drums. But yeah, excellent stuff. Skin Grip, 1993. What's it called? Sorry, The Dark Side of Paradise. Really cool tape. Glad Gary just sent me that. Now that's really a good one there now, especially with that intro. That intro's banging. Sounds very finished death metal, you know, it's kind of operatic, just kind of little stuff, and then just kicks in, and it's really good. Excellent band. So that's Skin Grip from Derry. If anybody knows them, just leave it in the comments if you heard of any of these bands, or as I say, just pass it on, the video on, or mention it to anybody that maybe mentioned in this. You know, a lot of the guys in Northern Ireland will probably know this, but yeah, very cool tape. Thank you, my friend, for sending me that. That's awesome. Okay, so 2 more tapes to go. So this one I picked out next out of the bunch was by a band called Unearthly. Now, back to the notes again. This is from 1994. Gary says this is common enough demo we've seen it around a bit, but it's definitely worth owning. It's not bad. So this is from Lisburn in Northern Ireland. This is described as well, you have to make sure you get the right cassette. This is described as progressive death metal. So this is called, the writing's very small in this, Infinite Enigma by a band called Unearthly. Obviously going to take it out. These are a 3-piece band as far as I'm aware, with all the information I could gather. But I really like this. The production on this was a bit low. I had to turn up my system a bit. It's really good. It says progressive death metal. It's got a bit of everything. It's got death metal, it's got trashy moments, it's got even some of the vocals are kind of blackened. It's just that screechy old school black metal vocals. But yeah, but it's pretty good. It's really good actually. So this is Unearthly. That's the J card there. With there was an intro and 2 songs on this demo. I think it plays on both sides. It's the same. I've listened to all these twice or so, like, you know, just to get into it, get a groove of it. So yeah, band members on this. There was 2 Lynch guys. I'm assuming they were brothers as well. It could be cousins. So you had Paul Lynch on vocals and guitars for this one. Derek Lynch on the drums and Garrett Monaghan on bass. But yeah, these guys were around Northern Ireland from 1993 to about 1995, I think. If I'm wrong on any of these details, please let me know. But yeah, it's great that Gary's has this stuff, man. I love these old demos. I have quite a few demos in my collection, but yeah, it's always nice to get more. And I love kind of listening to them and kind of just featuring them because, yeah, old school where it's at. So yeah, Unearthly, Infinite Enigma. There's the shell of the cassette there, pretty plain. Gary's done a bang up job on these. They all sound really good. Probably just sound very close to what they were, if not exactly the same, obviously. But yeah, Unearthly. Does anybody know Unearthly, Infinite Enigma? Cool cassette. It's a bit low. Turned it up, but it was 100% after that. Now, and the last cassette I'm going to show you in this video. Keep them short, yeah. This is one of my favourites of the whole lot. I love this. This is great. This is more in the vein of a traditional heavy metal / hard rock in some of the songs. Excuse me. So these boys are from Carrickfergus in Northern Ireland. So we're sticking to the north. I know there's a Dublin band to feature in the next one, but this is Carrickfergus. This is a band called Abandon, and this demo is called A Band on Demonstration. Catchy, isn't it? It's a very unique kind of title, A Band on Demonstration. So yeah, couldn't find a lot about these. These guys were out in this is out in 1990, this demo. There's the shell, the cassette, so you've got 2 songs on each side of this. Listened to this a few times this morning. What else? What was I saying there? Yeah, so it's more traditional heavy metal. The singer is excellent on this band. I don't know if you can see that a bit closer. Picture of the dudes, 4-piece on the inside. Nice shell. Gary's done a bang up job on these, as he always does on everything he touches. That guy, genius. So in this band you have Alistair Gilmore on vocals, Stephen Sims on guitar, Ian Murray on bass, and Dave Cosgrove on drums and percussion. So 4 tracks, 2 on each side, from Carrickfergus, Northern Ireland. First song on this, Who Are You? It's a banger of a track. I love it. It's class. The next one, really great hook. The bass, this guy's not afraid, the bass player is not afraid to turn up his bass, and it's really, I'll not say funky, but it's kind of groovy kind of bass, and that one's called Sing Me a New Song. Very catchy. It's kind of singing along to it very quickly after a couple of listens. Then side 2, you've got The Cold Equation and Alias, Mr. Jones. So yeah, 4 tracks. Don't know what happened to any of these bands. If anybody does, please let me know, because there's so much talent, you know, that didn't make it, and it's amazing. But this one here is really good. Just traditional heavy metal with some leanings to hard rock, definitely in the chorus, and that stuff is really catchy. But yeah, absolute joy listening to these. Gary, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to listen to these tapes, because I just love this kind of stuff. If anybody has old demos lying around, get them up on a video and just show people what they are. It's class. I just love them. So that was Abandoned from Carrickfergus in Northern Ireland, 1990 demo. Excellent stuff. Before that, I showed you, just going to quickly show them. Unearthly, Infinite Enigma, cool stuff. Progressive death metal, it says, but yeah, it's got a bit of tropes of a lot of stuff in it, but it's really good. This one, really love this. This was great. So this was Skin Grip. Where did I say Skin Grip? We're from Derry in Northern Ireland too. The Dark Side of Paradise, definitely worth checking out if you can get it. I know it's going to be probably impossible, there's not a lot of these about, but Gary has them if you want to speak to him. Yeah, great stuff. And in the background we are listening to Monolith from the UK, an unreleased death metal album from 1993 also. This is banging. This is going to get a lot of plays. Really good old school death metal. So yeah, cracking stuff. So that's it, guys. That's it for this video. I'll keep it short and sweet, and I'll go on to the next demos, and I'm going to listen to them, and hopefully in the next day or two I'll do the next video of that. But yeah, Gary, cheers, man. Thanks for that package of stuff, man. CDs in it. There's a Metallica bootleg, and I'll show you that again in an update. A couple of records I'll show you in the update. But yeah, delighted to get all these fucking little pieces of history, man. Cool little pieces of metal history in this class. So hopefully someone out there might recognize some of the names of the guys or the bands. If you do, as I said, just pass it on. Just let them know their stuff is still out there around somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Someone went to the effort to make this, and it's nice to appreciate it, and it's great to listen to all this old school stuff. So that's it, guys. Cheers. Once again, thank you everybody for subscribing. Thank you all to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Anybody that's new. It's going really well, really enjoying the channel now, because, you know, if you get more subscribers, more watchers, more commenters, it all helps. So, yeah, long may it continue. That's it, guys. That's it. Short one for the underground. Let's go part 2, hopefully in a day or two. And, yeah, I'll be back very soon with me 1,000 subscribers contest as well. I'm just getting some details sorted out for that. It's got to do with the underground as well, so hopefully you're up for it. Anyway, cheers. Have a good day, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks, my lip. Goodbye.